Hello my friend, Abner Hunter here from abnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. This time around we're going to be checking out the brand new release by Kiive Audio. This is the Distinct version Pro. Alright, this is an all-in-one plugin for all of your saturation, distortion and dynamics control across different elements in a mix, full mix, bosses, etc. And in today's video I want to test this plugin out across different elements in a mix, and of course talk about and walk you through all of the different features and controls that this new release presents. There is a free trial available here at the Kiive Audio's website. Alright, you're welcome to try it. I'm gonna leave you the link down below in the video description and the first comment, and there is also a 40% off on this brand new release. Full disclosure, the company Kiive Audio approached me and contacted me to create this video for you guys. This is a sponsorship by them, but all of the thoughts and opinions are fully and objectively mine. The members of this company are watching the video at the same time as you do, alright? Before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website where you can grab some additional freebies, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with tons of content like this. Alright, so now let's switch the screen to my DAW and share with you this plugin more in depth. Okay, so I have the plugin inserted here on a drum bus, alright, so you can understand some of the capabilities and of course listen to some audio examples using the controls of this plugin, right? So let's first start with the general features. Here you have some presets available. Of course, you have an input and output that can be linked with this control. You can also turn off the different sections of the plugin, such as the drive section, which is this. The dynamic section, which is at the right, can be turned off as well. And the EQ auto gain also can be turned off, but I prefer it on all of the time. All right, you can link also channels left and right. Also it has the option of oversampling up to 16x to avoid digital distortion, especially in mastering situations, right, in the mix bus, stuff like that. Also pretty cool that we have a high pass filter here, or low cut, and a low pass filter or high cut. Pretty cool because we can use this plugin as an EQ also, not just for dynamics and coloration, saturation, also as an EQ, and I'm going to show you some examples of that. We can clean up some frequencies that we don't need on the lows or on the highs. All right, so you have A/B functionality to test a couple of different settings of the plugin, undo and redo, and also you have the option to change the size of the plugin window. We have here at the left the drive section. So we have saturation here. Let's click play here. Okay. Some subtle saturation and coloration, and we have a distort here, total harmonic distortion here in the center. Okay, and the two of them combined create a nice warm effect of saturation and distortion, right? But in a very musical way. You can add some extra character around the peaks, the transients of percussive elements and stuff like that, because let's remember that saturation and distortion, it's a more aggressive form of compression, so you are controlling dynamics and adding character at the same time, right? And also pretty cool that it has an EQ section here on the drive section, where you can increase the saturation on high frequencies, mid frequencies, and low frequencies. Let's check it out. Right, on the lows, mids. These three controls for equalization, they work using the saturation control. They are not gonna work if we don't have saturation and distortion engaged. Okay, here in the center we have the meters, the mix in stereo, in mono, or also we can use mid-side. Also we have the output here, and we have the option to introduce odd harmonics, even harmonics, and digital harmonics. Even and digit. Right, you can notice certain different characters between these three. Now let's move on with the dynamic section. This is a compressor and clipper that can be very useful to shape the peaks of the sound. We can add impact. We can also prevent sounds from clipping. We can chop the higher peaks, stuff like that, and we can also introduce compression, preserving the impact. This is the main control, compressor. It is connected, of course, to the attack and release that we have here, right? To the left, fast attack, slow release, and to the left, fast release. So for instance, for drums, I like to use slow attack and fast release, and we're gonna see the gain reduction here. Right, a very musical form of compression. We can preserve more of that impact with this, or we can lose some transients. Also, we have a cool control here, which is called behavior. All the way to the left, it's feedback, and all the way to the right is forward. So if you increase this to the right, it's gonna be more forward, more in your face compression, a bit more aggressive, and feedback, it's a bit less aggressive form of compression. Let's try it out. Right, you notice the impact before. So we can create a lot of impact on percussive elements, right? It's meant more for punchy sounds. For other types of sounds where we just want to have everything under control, we don't want all of that snap, we can use it in feedback mode. Okay, and here we have the distortion curve all the way to the left like this. It's like a sine wave, and the more you increase this to the right, it's becoming a bit more like square wave. So it's like clipping, right? So this is more natural type of distortion curve, and to the right it's gonna like chop the peaks like a clipper would do. So this also becomes useful when you want a lot of impact and you are looking for the signal to not pass a certain threshold like a clipper would do. It's a pretty cool control to have in case that you want to shape the compression sound in 3 different ways. Let's add some saturation here. Okay, let's also add some compression. more natural form of compression. Okay. And we can also clean a bit the drums here. Like 40 Hertz. For instance, here on kick. So it's off. Let's turn it on. More impact, more body. Okay, let's back this a bit. I am using saturation here, as you can see, and compression, preserving some of the transients. Let's check it out on snare as well. Okay, it's off. Let's turn it on. More impact, more coloration, saturation, distortion. Let's also use it on bass. Already distorted bass. I am saturating and distorting the bass even more with this, adding some highs and a ton of compression with fast attack, fast release. On the bass, I'm not looking to preserve the transients. I am actually looking to have it more flat, more controlled, so that's why I put loose transient control. Before. Let's also check it out on distorted guitars. Overdriven. Cool. I am saturating, distorting, adding some highs. Before. And I'm compressing just a tiny bit here. Adding a bit of life to the guitars, right? Let's check it out on acoustic guitars as well. Okay, so it's off. A bit of saturation, distortion, but it's very unnoticeable. It's not like very obvious distortion. Some brightness and some compression. Fast attack, fast release. Before. A bit more dull without it. A bit more alive. And finally, let's check it out on vocals.
Sticks and stones.
Nice lead with backing vocals.
Tearing me in two until you start breaking me down to my bones. And fill me with spirit, sword, shield, and all.
Right, I am distorting and saturating the vocals. By the way, this is the vocals bus where the backing vocals are being sent to, and also the lead vocal is here.
Sticks and stones are tearing me in two until you start breaking me down.
Fast attack, fast release.
Bones. and fill me with spirit, sword, and shield.
What the saturation, distortion, and compression is doing, it's gluing the whole bus together, right? All of the tracks, and that's why I think it's very cool. Saturation, compression, dynamics, of course, is to glue everything, right? It makes it like as a whole. It works very well on buses and also on the mix bus or master for that reason, because you can glue everything. So now let's check out one final before and after with all of the plugins engaged across all of the tracks, right?
Sticks and stones are tearing me in two until you start breaking me down to my bones.
After.
And fill me with spirit, sword, shield, and armor. Sticks and stones are tearing me in two until you start breaking me down.
It sounds more exciting to my ears, more alive, and I am only using this plugin across different tracks. I am not using any other plugins, right? Let me know what you think of this plugin. I am always very interested and happy to read your comments and opinions about these tools, and let me know what you think of this Distinct Pro by Kiive Audio. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there is a free trial available at the website. Go ahead and check it out. Before we leave, let me invite you one last time to my website, where you can grab some additional freebies, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with tons of content and resources like this. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye bye.